Let me grab some stuff. Yo, 100 proof. Yay. Let me lock my door actually. Alright. Door has been locked. The drinking shall commence. Hopefully this video goes uninterrupted. Whew! That bitch is strong. I should have sipped that bitch. What's happening is I'm gonna do a tier list. You're not gonna see it, but I got it up over here. That shit dried my. All right. Okay. So we're romance tropes. My personals. First one, we got age gap. That's going in D. Well, it depends on how big the gap is. 2 years, 3 years. If you are able to go through school with them, then that's fine. Like being a year above or something, that's fine. But if the motherfucker could have picked you up at school as a guardian, hell no. Hell no. And I'm talking adult relationships too. Even though you are an adult now, if that motherfucker could have picked you up at school at any point, I don't know. I don't like to see it. Arranged marriage, also no, because you don't have a choice. Like, come on now. Bad boy, good girl, that goes at C. It's classic, but also it can get a little boring because people kind of boil the writing down to just that. He's bad, she's good. It's giving Fiona and Marshall Lee, you know. Good little girl. I'm not gonna finish that song, but banter, we'll put that one at B. I love it back and forth. And you know, I wish I could be as good as that. I might actually have a partner by now, but moving on. BDSM. Depending on the type of relationship, if it's 30 Shades of Grey, hell no. But if it's consensual, if it's planned out, and it's like intrusive and personal business, sorry, probably could have heard that. If it's non-invasive in personal affairs, then that's an A tier for me. It takes a lot of trust for people to enter those kind of relationships. despite the fact there are a lot of people who are untrusting who enter those kind of relationships, which sucks. Best friend's brother, I put that at C. Don't date in the family. And what I mean is, if they are like family, then it's akin to dating your cousin, in my opinion. You know? I mean, there's technically nothing wrong with it, but if y'all break up, someone makes a bed. That goes in D. That goes in D. That's actually cruel. It's cruel to the person who the bet was made about. You know, even if you actually like fall in love with them, it's just cruel from the beginning, because you just took away somebody's humanity for the sake of cash, saying, hey, this person is lonely or something, or I don't think that you'd be able to fucking get a bitch, so go after that person and I'll give you this amount of money. Billionaire, I can put this at B, no, C, only because how you get that money? Ma'am, sir, whoever, how you get that money? What is your business? And is there a back end? Is there a shadow side? Is all the money clean? Drunken hookup. I would actually put that a lot higher, but it's going to be at a B, mainly because hard to give consent when you're drunk. Also, if it's in the heat of the moment, how long can the relationship actually last? It just depends on the people who do it and if they have any real compatibility outside of drinking and effing. You know what I'm saying? Enemies to lovers, C. It would be higher had it not been so fucking played out. And it's always this enemy that is real hard to fucking forgive, but you figure out some convoluted way to forgive them. Be like, oh, I know he killed like 1,000 to 1,000,000 people, but like, look at his face. I don't give a shit how cute. I don't give a shit how cute you're. Fucking Shira. Because that's not even enemies to lovers. They tried to write it as enemies to lovers, but they were friends. They were practically family. And that's the weird part, because they were raised as sisters. And then y'all gonna fucking be like, I loved you this whole time, but I'm gonna treat you like shit. The thing is, I understand people wanting to write complex queer relationships, because obviously not every queer sapphic relationship is going to be stars and stripes and straps and whatnot, but that's too much. The bitch almost killed her, like, several times. If you got someone trying to kill your protagonist, don't sit there and be like, but we can forgive that. And then later in the story, have them flip out over something small. Being like, oh, but you didn't notice this one thing about me. I'm questioning this whole relationship. Bitch, you kill people. Okay. Fairy tale, I don't know what that means. It doesn't come with a description. So I'm gonna give it my own. Sorry, notification. I'm gonna give it my own description. I'm gonna say it's like a fairy tale love where everything's perfect. That goes in C because, you know, there's nothing wrong with it conceptually, but the way it plays out in some media, like where it's all perfect and we just, like, I'm thinking like actual fairy tales, like Kiss the Girl. We wake, she wakes up, she's like, oh my god, you're kind of hot though, and then overlooks the assault and being like, let's get married. You know what, just because of that, I'm gonna put it at a D, just because of that, because we don't like assault, bro. I'm zooted. My vape broke, and so I just took the fucking liquid to the head a while ago. Put it on my tongue and just let that bitch soak in. I don't know if you can hear yelling, but ignore that. Fake relationship. I'm thinking the one with Ryan Reynolds in it. I'm not sure if the other bitch, like, who was it? Anne Hathaway? No. The chick from Friends. I think it was her. She's got that no nonsense mom look. Or maybe it was the other one who's like a mix between Anne Hathaway and that one from Friends, the one who was in the wedding dress in the beginning. What is her name? I don't like fake relationships. They never last. You starting shit out with a lie. What's done in the dark will come to the light. Hit Forbidden Love as Romeo and Juliet shit. Put that at C. Some of them, secret queer relationships also go in that. Just because of that, we're gonna put that at B, because some of them can get real juicy. Foreign romance, we'll put that at a C, but that's mainly because I never had any personal interest for it, and that's not saying that I wouldn't date someone like foreign or anything like that, or that I don't like the concept. I do. It's just as a written story, 9 times out of 10, it's always like there's some type of language barrier, and it just, the way it gets written is real, like it gets old quick. Friends to lovers, that's a B. Because 9 times out of 10, it's most likely to happen IRL, you know? Like, for real, loving your friends is just one naked moment away from friends to lovers. But that's if you consent and you like it. So, because what is a relationship but 2 people who are best friends fucking? That's all it is. Hate sex, I'm putting that at A, but that's just because of one story that I read. Blood Bank. Now that's hate fucking and enemies to lovers all in one go, and they do it masterfully. Oh. And this, oh goodness, it's so good. The scene where they're fucking trying on new clothes, Uh, you, you gotta read it. I'm not gonna say nothing. You have to read that shit. It's good. It's a classic. It's not an oldie, or at least I don't think it is, because it has been a while since I read it. And hold on, I'll look it up. 2015. It was released in 2015. Oh, wow. Okay, so ain't an oldie yet, but you definitely have to be older to have seen this come out when it came out. I hear my words. Sometimes they don't register, but then when they do, I be confused too. Huddling for warmth. I'm gonna assume, God, I want some rice. I'm gonna assume that huddling for warmth is that bottle cap style relationship where you trap somewhere and you're like, well, if we're gonna be stuck here together, we might as well, you know, get along type shit. I kind of like it if, you know, if it's not like super fast, like, oh my god, we spent an afternoon together and didn't want to kill each other, let's get into a relationship. But like the overtime, like the way fucking Solar Opposites did with the side story, you know, the old wall ruler and the chick who was killed by her boyfriend, or was supposed to have been killed by her boyfriend. They got along. It didn't turn romantic, which I liked, because I'm like, that's the first time you see something like that and they don't try and like force sexual energy into the whole thing. But hold on. Had to check on somebody real quick. The huddling for warmth. Yeah. It's I would say it's A. Because sometimes the way it's written, people have two characters that they like very specifically want to be together. And so they take out every other possibility so that they can only be shipped with that one person. So that's why it's not an A. Human x vampire, putting that at S, and that's just because I have a fucking wish for it. I have a desire. I wish I could be the vampire, and I just, plus fucking transfusions. Current webcomic I'm reading, A1 storytelling, and they just had a couple pages come out recently, this past Sunday, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. He had to. Oh. Now I'm wondering if they're gonna end it now that they, you know, or they're gonna keep going, exploring how things are gonna work. I hope they keep going, because I need one more scene, one more pork. It is when they're both that heightened sensibility. I need to see what that does. Does it take the whole thing up to the next level? It'd be a lot it'd be a lot less messy. But it'll be a lot longer. Hopefully. Oh, now I just want to read it. I just want to read it again. I'm sorry, this is this is my old dream. No, it wouldn't have worked. It broke. My thing broke. But I still got some stuff out. I used a straw. Just do like this. Did I tell you I lost my hat, my Game Grumps hat? And I think I know where it is. Ooh. I think I know where it is. I think it fell off when I was helping my sister get this bed, or this mattress for her apartment. I think it's at them people's apartment, which is in South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, and I guarantee somebody has probably picked it up by then, because it's just on the sidewalk in front of an apartment complex. I looked everywhere for it in here, even places it wouldn't have been, just in case somebody picked it up in the house, because my nieces and nephews, they like to fuck around with my shit. But yeah, I lost it. Hurt comfort, I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna move on. Insta love, D. Love at first sight does not exist. What you're experiencing is limerence, or just what's it called? I'm wearing a skirt and it got caught under the wheel of my chair. Sorry. Limerence, or the other thing. Oh God, I forgot what it's called. It's surface level. So that's the point. Loss of virginity. For this one, I'm thinking never have I ever. And I know a lot of people don't like Davy, but honestly, I don't see the hate. I don't see why. I'm like, she's a fucking teenager who just lost her goddamn father, and she was paralyzed for a little bit. Of course she's gonna act like a little bitch sometimes. Like, do you really think a girl who's going to see a therapist is emotionally stable? Like, oh, this video is 20-something minutes long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go. But actually, I'm gonna finish my thoughts. She's a teenager, emotional, thinks everything is the end of the world, right? Your emotions are placed underneath a fucking magnifying glass when you're a fucking kid, because your life is school and social media, because it's been told, it's new age television, so they've got technology. But yeah, it's easy to get very self-centered with all those factors, because you're self-pitying, but also you have a right to feel bad but she was just misplacing the feelings that she was having, which she was going through with the therapist and whatnot. And by the end, I think it was pretty good. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Probably won't do a part 2 of this, so I'm gonna go now. Bye.